how's it going? This is the first time I think I've actually sat down and spoken to a camera when I'm not traveling. Interesting. I wanted to introduce this vlog though because it needs introduction. This place is absolutely incredible. However, it needs a little explaining. And so this place I had an amazing privilege to go to. This is the first and only time that I had ever gone. And I want to go again 100%. There was so much I still needed to discover. But I did get to go on tour, which was pretty special. I got to be a little escort, so I helped out. So I got to go on tour free, which who doesn't like free? I personally love free. It's what I live for. What I discovered was something out of this world. So this place, if you have ever wanted to go to the moon, this is kind of the next best thing. I personally can't afford to go to the moon. I'm pretty sure like billionaires can get a ticket these days. I don't know. It's on my vision board. It's on my goal list. And when I can go, I'm gonna vlog that shit. Yeah, I will. Definitely. 100% vlog that. But in the meantime, Lanzarote is a little bit cheaper to go to. So this island is called Arrecife and it is called Lanzarote as well. It is part of the Canary Islands. So Canary Islands you've probably heard of, La Palma, Tenerife, or Tenerife if you want to call it. Those are pretty much the main ones. So when you think of Canary Islands you think of tapas. I love tapas. You think of sangria and you think of shopping. Don't get me wrong, Lanzarote has that, minus the shopping, minus the tapas. I know it has sangria. Sangria, so good, I love it. But this island actually had something a little bit different to offer.
With the goat's milk, goat's cheese, and goat's meat, we will have an extra, but not this as well. Oh, a sculpture. Why a double shape? Well, just have a look. All what you can see on your left. It is part of the.
So in the 1700s, this island was inhabited by over 100 volcanoes that decided to all go off at the same time. Look at that.
Laboratories are studying what happens after destruction, and we want to know what it is.
But leaving in its wake were incredible formations from the lava. There's actually an entire national park dedicated to this lava and its formations that it did. And this is what I got to see. So I had to wake up extremely early. And when I mean extremely early, I mean I had to get up at freaking 5 a.m. to get on this tour. Pray for me. It was a lot. But it's fine. We did it. It was worth it. I did the same thing for Paris as well. 5 a.m. start before the sun. Regardless, we're moving on. It was worth it. So
coastline reaching up to 20 kilometers in length at certain points. Upon entering the sea, they caused gigantic.
This national park is extremely protected. And when I mean extremely protective, I mean extremely protective. Like they smack your hands if you take rocks home.
They're cold.
I'm not joking. I tried to take some rocks home and they smacked my hand. I was like, oh, sorry. I still have the rock. Yeah. But it is extremely protected. So you can't walk on the lava. You can't even take any rocks home. You can't do anything. And this was the only place that you could walk on, that you could go and visit. It was very much like behind the barriers. But I did take some amazing footage of the things that happened there. This is beautiful. Look at that. Incredible.
Yes, on the walls we can see how the plant will be getting warmer. Little by little it's getting warmer, producing smoke, evaporating its moisture and producing a bit of flames, fire, second element of nature. Have a look. It's water. Have a look. Just introducing it on one of the sides of the wall.
Whoa. I can smell it. That's proper hot, isn't it?
Beauty!
Oi! Oh my god! Oh, that's so... Woo! Wow! Yo! That's hot! Oh my god! I'm glad I filmed that. I wasn't looking.
Yes.
What? That's unreal.
Centigrade, so it's bigger temperature than on the whole before. So, boring the water, now you do know why it was like raining before, we are going to produce a column of steam. This column of steam is going to exit in 2 seconds and it's going to be noisy. For in the water, 1 and number 2, you have to take your photos. Actually, it is located.
Woo!
Wow. Power.
Be
Oh
ready
my-
because now it goes to real one.
I'm just gonna stand back a little bit.
Crikey.
It was brilliant.
Sheer power.
Oh my gosh!
Feel the drops.
Yeah! I've seen water spouting everywhere, me walking around, fire. What? Why was there fire? So the actual fact is that these guys only have to dig this far down. I don't know what that is in centimeters. I don't even know what that is in feet. But this. They only had to dig that far down to reach the heat. So bear in mind that these volcanoes went off in the 1700s. 1786 was the very last one during that time, the hundreds that went off. And then in the 1800s was the very, very last volcano that ever went off, producing lava there. So the fact that it's still that hot under your feet is a little bit crazy, right? And this is what blew my mind, is the heat, and you could feel it in these rocks. So I got to hold some of the soil.
Safe area. My colleague with the special shoes is closer to this hole, connecting with the heat underneath, allowing the heat to merge and hitting the volcanic grains on top. So he's going to dig with the shovel just a few centimeters deep, and he's going to take the ashes and he's going to pour them into our hands. So like beggars, let's receive the hot volcanic grains and let's warm our hands.
That's so cool. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
No way.
That's hot.
Oh my god. I want to put this down.
That is hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
Oh my god. Can I put it on the ground? It's hot.
Wow. Just from
That's amazing.
that, isn't it?
Oh my god. The rocks in my hand, and it burnt my hand. Not like I seared it, but like it started to burn. I had to drop it. Amazing. Mother Nature is just incredible.
This part of the island, which consisted of small, isolated and thinly populated hamlets extending over the entire region, suffered complete devastation. Their names were Tingafa, Mancha Blanca, Santa Catalina, Peña Palomas, Marretas, San Juan, Jaretas,
Beginners on life, vegetation life. Without lichens, no other life can exist, so they are preparing the area, breaking the rocks, forming soil. So seeds carried by the blowing wind will find on the near future soil where they can root.
wide rivers of molten lava.
So that's why we can see the perfect layer of minerals inside the lava flow, the contours of colors and minerals that we were mentioning beforehand.
Are small succulent plants or thorn bushes in the Valley of Tranquility landscape, where time seems to have stood still under the pressure of the intense heat.
Oh my god. It looks like the moon, and they played creepy music on this bus. It was like really, really creepy, and people kept on getting in the way. I was an escort on a tour. What do you want from me? Without being rude, I was like, guys, get out of the way. Get out of the way. I know you paid for this, but get out of the way. Get out of the way. But yeah, I tried to get the best footage that I could of the formation from the lava, and the volcanoes themselves were absolutely spectacular and incredible. The formation just out of this world, like a moon, like the moon. I wish I could have walked on it. I think that would have been incredible. I probably would have if I went out by myself, because I'm a little bit naughty like that. But I would have again probably been arrested in Lanzarote. That wouldn't have gone down well. Can you imagine that phone call? Mum? Listen, I'm in Lanzarote. What the fuck is that? Canary Islands? What are you doing? I'm on the moon, Mum. I got arrested. Again? The best part of this lava is that it actually continued off to the shoreline. It increased the shoreline by 5 extra kilometers. That's pretty cool. Was from the formations of the lava hitting the ocean, creating the most spectacular caves and colors that I have ever seen in my life. That were created were just breathtaking, and I'm so lucky I got to do this because I'd never seen anything like it in my life. Continuing on, because of all the eruptions, because of the volcanoes, this island became covered in ash and soot. So they had to replenish themselves. There was 11 villages that got destroyed during all of this. And so with the remaining survivors, they had to do something. Wine. Lanzarote, Arrecife, all of the Canary Islands are renowned for their wine. These guys, they do good wine. Very good wine. But they do plant it a little bit differently. So they actually had to dig to find that fertile soil, but obviously that's a little bit weird because you're supposed to put your grapes in a line, from what I've seen from many wineries that I've gone to. I like my wine. So they dug down until they found the fertile soil, put the grapes in there, and then it created this bowl effect within the earth, and that's just how they did it. You can see those half moons in some of that footage of the rocks, and that was to prevent that soil, the bad soil, coming back in when it rained. This became so effective that they became renowned for their wine as well. They also are very much known for their peridot or peridot, which is a gemstone. It's a green gemstone, normally found because of the deepest crusts of the earth, so very much from the core, coming up through a volcano. It's extremely rare to find this gemstone, and very, very beautiful. Now, peridot is typically found in Hawaii, Zabagards, those really strange places. I mean, Hawaii's not strange, Zabagad's strange. But volcanoes. And theirs is typically like a lime green, like almost like this green. Oh my god, what am I doing? Like that green. This, however, was a deeper green. It was almost like this color. I wish I had filmed it to show you guys because it's simply a beautiful gemstone. However, I thought it would be a little bit rude to shove my camera in a shop. Look that right there. No, I didn't do that. I did get very jealous because I worked on jewellery on the shops and I was like, why have we gone to a jewellery shop on this tour? This is ridiculous. But it was incredible to see, and it was amazing to know where it had the origins from it. And the fact that this island is so out of the way that they just made their tourism from the things that they had, from their sources. And I thought that was quite beautiful, quite amazing. And this is part of the reason why Lanzarote has to be put on your bucket list ASAP. It is completely different from your other Canary Islands. It's very relaxed, very much down to its core. Very authentic. The people there are Spanish. Obviously, the islands themselves are Spanish based. So the people speak Spanish, but they're really friendly, really beautiful, very much relaxed. And their tourism is just not so crazy busy. It does have an international airport, which is pretty cool. So you can fly straight into Arrecife and stay there. A lot of celebrities stay there because it's so relaxed. And the beaches are beautiful. And of course, you've got your black beaches from the volcanic ash. But it's something that I think a lot of people don't know about, and they should, because it's so different, because it's so unique and so authentic. You're going to get a completely different experience from your normal typical Canary Islands. So please do add Lanzarote to your list right now. It is so good that I had to introduce it and talk about it so much. Thank you so much for watching. You'll be seeing more of this face. Probably looking a little bit different. My hair might be nicer maybe. The camera might be more focused. We don't know. Anything could happen. But making my way downtown. No. I feel like I'm tipping. Do I need to be more like over here?
Ours is unbehaved.
Yeah, he's in a bad mood today. ¿Usted okay? I don't even speak Spanish.
You speak Spanish?
Sí. Yeah, this one's not falling in. He's not happy.
Oh.
Okay.
All
Too
right.
heavy.
I'm too heavy.
It was a bad compliment.
Rude.
Come on, man, don't take me as homework.